All right, let's call the meeting to order. Rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The boroughs comply with the notice provisions of Sunshine Law by adopting prior to January 10th of this year a resolution prescribing the dates, times, and locations of all regular meetings of the commission. This meeting is one of the meetings listed in such resolution, and copies of the resolution were, prior to January 10th, filed with the borough clerk. The borough has complied with the notice provisions of the Sunshine Law by advertising in 2 local newspapers the change in meeting format from in-person to remote conference. Okay.
I need a motion to file the following report: tax collector.
Make a motion.
Second.
Need a motion to file the following minutes: July 6, 2020, and July 28th, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. I have the following ordinances. Second reading and public hearing of ordinance 1692, amending chapter 141 of the Code of the Borough of Collingswood, granting the powers to the planning board formerly held by the zoning board of adjustment.
Okay, this is the ordinance that pursuant to state law merges the zoning board and the planning board. It combines both the authorities under the municipal land use law into a single board rather than 2. The main reason we're doing this is because we've had some issues where applicants complete their paperwork and it's decided they need to go to a zoning board, for example, and then when they come and give testimony, the determination is made that because of the nature of their application, they have to go to the planning board. And what that means for people is it delays them a month. It requires them to post new escrows, which can be a lot of money, file a new application fee, requires them to do a lot of things. It delays them and slows them down. So we're combining the boards mainly to help make it more certain and a little bit easier administratively on applicants, on property owners that want to do something with their property. So this is the second reading public hearing on the merger of the boards. If there's anyone that'd like to be heard on it, if you would raise your hand on the old Zoom meeting, and I guess Cassandra, you can see that, you'll see those. Anybody like to be heard? Okay, Hal?
Mayor Maley,
Yes.
Commissioner Lewandowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Leonard.
Yes.
Okay, we have the first reading of ordinance 1693, amending chapter 29 in the Borough Code entitled Fire Department.
And Cassandra, Chief Davis, just help me. I don't have the full agenda. This was the adding of the deputy chief title?
This just creates that role, yes.
Yeah, so as part of a transition over this next year, related to, we've talked before about Pennsauken Township is bringing to an end, the end of this year, our shared service on rental inspections, on fire code inspections. Pennsauken, for a number of different reasons, wants to bring that to an end. So we're bringing that back in-house. And over this next year, as a transition, we're creating the role of deputy fire chief, which will be basically a daytime position. And it'll allow us put somebody in charge. Jeff Joyce is going to be the person responsible for helping bring that in, setting that up under the borough again. So public hearing on that will be, let's see, at the December, my gosh, the December 7 meeting, which will still be remote. Can everybody know that? So that's what this ordinance is. Okay, Hal?
Mayor Maley,
Yes.
Commissioner Leonard,
Yes.
Commissioner Lewandowski.
Yes.
We have the first reading of salary ordinance 1694, deputy fire chief.
This is the ordinance that sets the salary for that new position we're creating, deputy fire chief. I can add that what we're expecting is that at the end of this next year, because of a couple retirements we're going to have, we will not be keeping the size of the fire department up by this one position. We'll get it back to its level, kind of, like last month before we did this. So it's just setting the salary for the deputy fire chief position. Public hearing at the December 7 meeting. Okay, Hal.
Mayor Maley,
Yes.
Commissioner Leonard,
Yes.
Commissioner Lewandowski.
Yes.
Okay. We have the public comment on the resolutions.
Is there anybody that has any comment on the rest of this agenda? Not just anything in general, just on the items that are left on the rest of the agenda. If you have any comments, just raise your hand and we'll recognize you.
Jen Rossi has a question.
Sure, you can do that, right? Yep. Okay.
Good evening, Jen Rossi, 114 East Palmer Avenue. I have a question in regards to the Recreation Director position. Is there a way to see a list of what programs that would include?
Yeah, it's pretty much everything in our rec department. But yeah, I guess maybe one of the flyers from before it includes. We can get that to you. The flyer where the sign up that goes out once a year. But it's taken over. Bobby Rodriguez is retiring, and it's taken over Bobby's position. So it's from the soccer programs to the Odyssey of the Mind to the pool. It's all of that. It's in charge of all of that.
Okay, thank you.
Basketball, youth theater.
Yep.
Archery, summer playground.
Yeah, Jen, there's not a single rec program that doesn't fall under this.
Oh, I'm not involved with a lot of the rec programs in town, so I wasn't sure if there was a complete list of recreation programs available in the town or not. So,
Cassandra, is there something on our website that has the rec departments? Is that a good place? Or isn't there a separate website?
So our website has a general breakdown by season. It's not super comprehensive because occasionally there's a change or two, but it gives you a general idea of what each season brings. And then in May, we do a big recreation brochure that has literally dozens of programs. There is a rec league website that kicks you out for registration that has signups, and we're actually looking at overhauling that. But that has a little bit more detail as well. You can get that link from collingswood.com. So all those places will give you a pretty comprehensive overview. You can always email me too, Jen, and I can try to give you a fuller rundown if you have any questions about any particular programming.
okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Anyone else?
Let me double check here.
Yeah, I don't see any more.
I don't either.
Okay. All right, Hal, let's go.
Okay, appointing Jacob Goodman as Director of the Collingswood Rec Department.
So let me just officially say we did a little toast for Bobby Rodriguez on Friday night. Many of you know Bobby. Bobby is stepping down after about 15 years being involved in the rec department. Many years as an umpire at Little League, and you name it, he's been doing everything. And we want to thank him for all of his work. We greatly appreciate it. Wish him well. Expected to see him out helping with things. We went through a process, took applications, interviewed a couple people. Jake Goodman, many of you may know, is involved in Upcycle. He's got a great background in running college recreation programs. And we've got we're hoping to get some new things off the ground with him, maybe some programs directed at different ages. And we're looking forward to some good things. So Jake will be starting. He's already started, right? He starts, I guess, today.
He was in today, and he was
starts today.
Mhm.
Okay, well then it's a good idea we appoint him.
Well, there goes my no vote. Jeez.
Okay, yes.
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 Authorizing a shared service agreement by and between the Borough of Collingswood and the County of Camden for Municipal Alliance.
So this is the grant program that we get every year. The Municipal Alliance is intended to help supplement and fund programs to help keep kids safe, keep kids out of, do alternate activities so that they're not, it's kind of like a DARE program. It's kind of like to try to keep them away from doing activities that may get them into some trouble. Okay. I know for a while, it does, a bunch of money goes to help sponsor dances for the kids and other activities as well. So this is an annual allotment that we get from the county. Yes.
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 Requesting approval of items of revenue and appropriation for the Cross County Connection TDM reimbursement grant.
So it's November. So this is the time of year when there's a lot of budget insertions and changes made within the budget. When there's grants that come in, we have to basically put a line in the budget to let us receive that money. And you may see budget transfers as, if not tonight, then at the next meeting. This is just accepting some free money, some grant money in and putting a line in the budget so that we can accept it. Yes.
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 Adopting updates to the existing 457 deferred compensation plan.
And these are, Chief Davis, these are state mandated changes. These are just conforming with the overall state plan, right?
I believe that's our deferred compensation plan that all borough employees can put into.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just buttoned,
okay.
it just buttoned up some language that needed to be,
To
brought up
comply
there.
with the state program. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, yes.
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 Awarding a contract for the furniture bid for the public safety building.
And this has been handled through state contracts, right? And it's finalized with the chiefs.
This was a bid. It went out to bid. furniture.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And it's with both of your input, right? Both Chief Davis, Chief Carey.
Yeah, this is all spec'd out with all the furniture. This is just wrapping it up.
Got it. Yes.
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 Supporting the submission of grant application for the New Jersey Department of Transportation, Transportation Alternatives Program.
So this is just simply authorizing us to file a grant application. It's a major grant application for, again, some infrastructure and bike work, traffic infrastructure work. We're hoping to get the application. I think it's due by the end of the month. It's just us competing to try to get some more free money from the state. That's all it is. Yes.
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 Rescinding Resolution 19-215, awarding a contract to Think Pavers for the Safe Routes to School and Traffic Calming Project.
So as if the Safe Routes to School and Traffic Calming program through the state couldn't have been, been more of a problem. Not only the fact that it's taken 5 years to get to a point where we can actually build something. We've run the process we have to go through the state and the award of it. The low bid has interpreted requirements that the state had to not require federal employment mandatory apprenticeship programs. So that has triggered that the state won't approve them, even though the state did previously approve them, says we can't hire them. So we're taking the step to rescind the award to them, to terminate that contract award. And the next resolution is awarding the contract to the next lowest bidder in order to get this work underway, to start doing this work that we've been trying to do for a while now. Yes.
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 Awarding a contract to Lexa Concrete for the Safe Routes to School and Traffic Calming Projects.
Yes.
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 And authorizing the payment of bills as presented by the treasurer.
Yes.
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 Commissioner Lewandowski.
Yeah, just real quick. Just want to mention a couple of things about the public library, because in all this pandemic, I'm not sure everyone fully realizes everything that's going on. A lot of programs sort of moved online. I mean, they have everything from pop-up story time at the Scottish Rite for toddlers. That's something that people have to actually register for because of the limited amount of people that could be there, to offering STEM videos on projects that you can do at home, to actually offering free take and make kits, which really are little maker kits in a bag that really tap into kids' creativity, and people can pick them up at the library, bring them home, and have fun with that. Have all the virtual clubs and the like, Lego, Dungeons and Dragons, digital escape rooms, book clubs. And the library is open, right? And it's open by public appointment. We ask you to make those appointments. I think it's every day but Tuesdays and Saturdays. So I want to thank them for everything that they're doing there. I just want to add to what the mayor said and thank Bob Rodriguez for everything that he has done. And it's a lot to really lead and manage our recreation programs, and welcome, Jake. Halloween, big thanks to all our community, really, who stepped up to sort of make things magical. That goes to the Collingswood staff, the Collingswood Boo Crew, and all the volunteers for all the costume and decorating contests. The drive-through trick-or-treating on Saturday went fantastic. All the places of faith that gave their time, police, fire, for that drive-through trick-or-treat. Thank you for there. And then tomorrow is the last day to vote for Election Day. So encourage everybody to, if you haven't yet done so, to find that ballot and fill it out. Bring it to either the county provided boxes. There's one at Haddon Township and Audubon town halls, or you can bring it to a polling place. Bring it directly there. And if you don't have it or have lost it, you can go to a polling place. But we absolutely encourage you to, to take advantage of this right and this responsibility. So, and be safe, everybody. That's all I got.
Thanks, Rob. Just to echo, the library did my curbside pickup today. Works wonderfully. I kind of like it better not having to go in anywhere. It works for me. Okay, Commissioner Leonard.
So I think Rob said it all with the things that were in my mind. I was thinking of Bobby Rodriguez and thinking of Halloween. So those were said, and most of all today, don't forget to vote if you haven't voted already. And I want to give a word of thankfulness on how safe and great our neighborhood has been in going to vote and in children walking around for Halloween and all the things that we love about this area and the people that are here. I'm especially thankful, despite the incredible stress of the election tomorrow. I'm also thankful and appreciative of everybody who's given us our right to vote, and everybody who's such great neighbors here, and a word of encouragement for those who are new and working with us at the borough. We wish them all luck, and there are a lot of young new faces coming forward, and I'm very hopeful and delighted with people's enthusiasm and helpfulness at this time. Mayor?
Just a few things. One is I want to echo what Rob and Joan said about Halloween. Halloween was really, really great yesterday. What people did was just amazing. Kind of the same theme and pattern that we've seen through this whole pandemic. People are finding a lot of different ways to try to enjoy things to the best way that they can. It's not the same, but sometimes not the same. Maybe it's a little bit better because it's different. So it's been great. Thank you to all, to everyone that's helped on it. We had, not having had an avenue go on, we had so many more kids in the neighborhood, and for this old Philly boy, that's what it was all about. It was just great. I want to just talk for 2 seconds about a little service that's going to be coming online that I want everyone aware of, which is the Nixle service. It's an expansion of what we use now at the pool. We've got a service where you can subscribe to it that'll give you updates to whether or not the pool's open or closed, or what's happening with the pool. This is now Nixle is going to be expanded so that it'll cover pretty much everything that we're doing at the borough, and you'll be able to go in and subscribe so that you can get notices about everything you want to get notices about, or just about certain things you want to get notice about. It's going to give us a way to give like really quick communications out to everybody, let people know what's going on. We're really hopeful for it. We think it's going to really be a help. You know, the one thing that I know I always hear from people about is hydrant flushings. And we're going to be changing the times of that. But I had very personal experiences with that hydrant flushing and not having any water for at 7 o'clock in the morning. But the Nixle will give us the ability to target and to send reminders out to people just to let them know, look, during these hours, this is what's going to be going on. That's just an example of how it'll help us increase that communication between the borough operations and all of you. And I know we're going to hear from people about other ways that we can use it. And so we'll be expanding it and changing as it goes. So that's all I have. I'm going to open it up to the floor. Anybody would like to say anything, be comments, questions, whatever, this is your opportunity. Just raise your hand and we'll push the buttons. Okay.
Quiet on my
Looks like
phone.
we're good. Okay. Vote, 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 vote. Make sure you get out and vote. Don't forget. Thank you all for coming on board. And my goodness, we'll see you after Thanksgiving. Thanks.
Everybody. Stay safe.
Thank you. Good
We're
night.
adjourned.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.